Having a lot of five-star reviews is such a hack to growth. If you have a business that has hundreds or thousands of five-star reviews, you're going to have a lot of social proof. And so when people look up your business, they're going to naturally trust that you do great business because you have a lot of reviews, and it's going to make them much more inclined to do business with you. If you don't have a lot of reviews or you have bad reviews, it's going to be hard to stay in business, simply just because everybody's kind of moving to a point where they look up businesses to see how many reviews they have before doing business with them. In this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how you can ensure that you get a lot more five-star reviews. Using this strategy, you can find yourself at the top of Yelp for your category. You can have thousands of Google business reviews. You could have Healthgrades reviews, really whichever platform you like. And this process is tried and true. It's worked for so many companies. It can most certainly work for yours as well. So the first step is going to be to discharge a delighted patient. You really want to have a lot of goodwill with this patient. You want to make sure that they're happy and have had a great experience with you. So let's make this smaller, and we'll put that right there. So once you have discharged this delighted patient, in about 2 to 3 days, you want to send them an email asking for a Net Promoter Score or asking them to review your business, right? So send email for NPS or internal review, right? So what I mean by that is you just want to send them an email asking them how likely they are to recommend your business on a scale of 1 to 10. Or you want to send an email that asks them to provide feedback, 1 to 5 stars for how their visit went, right? It should be really easy. You don't want to ask a lot of questions on this. I'll tell you a little bit more why in a second. But essentially, you want to make it as easy as possible to gather this data, right? And the way to do that is by asking them as few things as possible. So just send them an email that asks them to review give you an NPS score or give you a 1 to 5 stars in terms of how their experience went, right? So you discharge delighted patient, 2 days later, you email them asking them for an NPS score. If they give you a 5-star, then you want to have an automated email flow that asks them to leave a review on the site of your choosing. So but leave 5-star review on site choosing. It could be Yelp, it could be Healthgrades, it could be Google Business. Unfortunately, it can't be all of them. You really have to pick out, which lane that you want to stand out in or which platform you want to stand out in, and you need to go all in on that platform. Having 2,000 reviews on Yelp, 2,000 5-star reviews on Yelp, and clearly being the biggest and best vendor on Yelp is going to do more for your business than being in second and third place across many platforms. You want to stand out as much as possible. So you have to choose whichever platform and review site is going to be best for you. But once you choose that, make sure to send all of your traffic there. And you're only going to send the traffic if they leave a 5-star, 5-star feedback or 9, 10 NPS, right? If they review you really highly, you want to then send them an automated email that brings them to this review site for them to leave a review, right? And that way that the people leaving a review are going to leave you a 5-star or a great review. So you can just automatically set up a feedback system that's just constantly bringing in great reviews. If they don't leave you a great NPS score or internal feedback, then you want to lead them to a page that asks them for more information. So that way they can type out the issues that they had with your practice or your experience. So that way you can take this internally and solve them. Maybe the receptionist wasn't nice. Maybe the facilities didn't smell good. I don't know. People have millions of problems, right? But if they left you, not a 5-star review or not a 9 or 10 NPS, then you want to lead them to a separate feedback page. So that way you can collect that information and improve your business to ensure that somebody else doesn't have that same experience, right? And the nice part about this is that they get filtered out and they do not get brought to your Google My Business, Health Grades, or Yelp. So less than 5 stars. And the nice part is that you can set this up with lifecycle marketing with an email marketing tool, right? So after you discharge a delighted patient, it would go right into your email marketing tool where you could do an NPS score in there, or they even have tools like Delighted that will automatically send NPS scores. And then if somebody submits a 5 on one of these tools like Delighted, then you can trigger another email asking them to leave a review. And then if they leave less than 5, then you can send them to a feedback page. There's a few other tools that I'd recommend to check out to do this. One of them is called Birdeye. The other is called Podium. And then the fourth is called Sprout, Social, and then I would also recommend Delighted. These tools will all help you get the feedback that you need, so that way you can get a bunch of 5-star reviews. I mean, this is such a hack because once you have the 5-star reviews, the patients and the leads are going to come pouring in just because you stand out as such a better business compared to your competitors. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and looking forward to hearing back from you.